Morning motivation. The road to success is really about your purpose. Until you're able to understand your purpose in life, that is when you're able to understand how to become successful. A lot of us pattern our lives, our marriages after other people. We buy books, we listen to audio books, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, go to church, we listen to those things that are inspirational, motivational, that pushes us to the edge. But until we are able to tap into our purpose in life, that is when we're able to understand what success is really all about. So it's easy. It's easy to listen to these things, and yes, we're motivated. We're driven. We're able to pick ourselves up when we're down. We're able to read the scriptures. We're able to pray. We're able to, get in our circle and call our friends up and our family members that are able to encourage us. But even with that being said, you have to tap into your purpose in life. You have to realize your purpose in life, and you'll turn around and 20 years from now, you'll still be trying to find your purpose. You'll still be trying to find the things that God has called you to do. And until you do that, you'll continue to go around in circles trying to find the purpose and the will that God has for your life. But until you do that, you will not be able to be successful. So how do you start? Where do you start? Where do you start with putting things together? How do you start with actually putting your life in a place and in a perspective that you're able to really reflect on the things that you need to change in your life? Well, it all starts with you. It all starts with you being able to accept where you're at in your life so you can accept where you're going. You have to leave it in God's hands. You have to have faith, but more than anything else, you cannot allow where you're at to discourage you. And it's so easy for that to happen. It's so easy for you to go from working a good job to working a job that you hate. It's so easy to go from one relationship thinking that you're about to jump into the best thing to the worst thing that's ever happened to you. It's easy to walk away from a divorce and from a marriage to realize that the marriage wasn't the problem. It was you. And it happens all the time. It actually puts us in a place to where we start to look at life differently. We regret our decisions. We start to blame ourselves, but you can't do that. You have to go through the process. You have to go through the storms. You have to be able to understand that things in your life happen for a reason. Endure it. Stop allowing situations, stop allowing depression to take over your life. Stop allowing bad choices that you've made over your life. You are where you are. And everything that's happened in your life has brought you to this very moment. It doesn't mean that you can't be successful. It doesn't mean that you can't start over. It doesn't mean that you can't move forward with your life. It just means that you have to take one day at a time. Trust God. Trust the process. Believe in His word. Make sure that you have the right people around you. Get those people around you that are toxic, that are always speaking down. And even when you're trying to make things happen in your life, they always find a reason to say, oh, it's not going to happen based off of this. It's not going to happen based off of that. You got to let go of those people. I don't care how dedicated. I don't care how much you've been friends with them for years. I don't care how much they've been ride or die for you. It doesn't really matter. But until you make the right choices, until you let go of the people that no longer mean you any good in your life, you will never be successful. All right? Last but not least, always remember, this is a moment of your life. God is bigger than this moment. That's the reason why we got to continue to press. Have a blessed and wonderful day.